What's up? Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Divinely Crowned Conversations podcast. I am your girl, Davina, and I am so excited that you guys are deciding to tune in with us tonight as we do another divine conversation. I am so excited because today I have one of what I'd like to call my slay sisters in the booth with me, Miss Sierra Williams. And we are going to have a great and divine conversation. I already know. But before we get into this conversation and I let her introduce herself, I just want to make sure you guys remember to like this video, subscribe to the Divinely Crown on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I really haven't been on TikTok though. YouTube, and just even on the platform Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So make sure you do that. And I'm gonna start reminding everybody about the soiree. So make sure you get your tickets for the Lovers and Friends soiree that happens in February. So without further ado, I am going to let Miss Sierra introduce herself to the people. So go ahead, my dear.
Hey everybody, I'm Sierra, and I'm a mama newer.
Mama Noor, I love that.
Newer,
Mama Noor, that's a new one. I like that.
I'm involved in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to get my hands dirty with some new things,
Okay.
and I'm still on the clock as well.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just.
It's okay. That's good enough for now because we're going to get in real good to this conversation. And make sure you guys are sharing this video and interacting in the comments. I already told her, I already know her people going to be in the comments, just think they were her sister. So just make sure you're interacting with us, chatting with us, and we like to talk back. So I always like to tell like a little backstory of how my guest and I kind of know each other, are connected. So I knew Dantasia, your sister, who actually happened to be on a few weeks ago as one of my guests. But I remember her first, and then your sister Kenya, and then I connected with you. And you caught my attention by your fashion sense, which we will get into later. But I just always loved how bubbly you were and just like free spirited, and you be slaying. So I was like, I like her a lot. So just over the last few years, just every time I see you, I know it's always love and just good vibes. So I was like, I gotta get Sierra on here. Like, I want to hear about her journey. I adore your babies, which we will get on to. I adore your babies and just how you interact with them. I actually even saw your daughter. I don't know if she told you, but I saw her at the Y a few weeks ago. I was like, I think I know your mama. I always do. I'm like, I should probably stop creeping these kids out. Like, I know you. I remember when you were a baby. But yeah, so I was like, I need to get Sierra on here and just, hear about her journey and highlight her. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Okay. You're welcome. So, Divinely Crown is all about having real, honest, open, and transparent conversations about the everyday journey of, who we are, where we come from, where we're at now, and where we're going. So I always like to start first and foremost with who Sierra is. Where does she come from?
Well, I'm a mommy, and I came from my mommy and daddy.
Of course. So born and raised in Erie.
Born and raised in Erie.
Okay.
Been here for 36 years.
Wow. Okay.
I don't plan to be here much longer.
Okay.
I do love my home, but like I said in the beginning, I plan to venture off and get my hands wet in some new things, and that's going to take me moving from Erie. But yeah, born and raised in Erie. I have a kids boutique. Do you want me to go there or should I wait?
We can get there later.
Oh,
But
okay.
first of
So
all,
we're
your
gonna wait.
sister, here already Tasia's in the comments. She said, I can't believe my sister. And then she said, hey, ladies. So tell me, so your sister's in the comments. So we're going to get into family. So born and raised in Erie, you are, I know you have siblings. So you are the oldest, second
I
oldest.
am the second oldest.
Okay.
Of four others.
Okay.
On my mom's side.
Okay.
And I am the second oldest of. I think my dad has 7. I don't know.
It be like that sometimes. Okay, I get it. I get it. She said, "I think he." Listen,
but I'm the second oldest.
Okay.
On both sides.
Okay. Wow. So tell me. So you were raised mostly with your mom, or was it in that the siblings there, or like all your siblings combined, or because I know I've seen you with quite a bit of your siblings, and I know there are some from mom, some from dad. So like, tell me how that was growing up with all them siblings from your and being the second oldest of both sides. That's pretty interesting, actually.
Well, I was raised in a home with my mother.
Okay.
I was also at my father's, back and forth. I was a little rebel.
Okay.
So just as much as I was home, I was with my dad.
Okay.
So yeah, I was with both homes.
Okay.
I don't with that, half brother, half sister. I don't do none of that. Those are my brothers.
I feel you.
Sisters,
yes. And my dad is like that. He is like his siblings on his dad's and his mom's, and he's like, no, they're all my siblings. I never really I get it like biology wise, but like or whatever, but like to say like, oh, that's my half, like
it's
as your it is weird. I didn't
learn of that until I really started going to Catholic school.
About half and half. Really?
Yeah. I always thought it was, like, you have step brothers, step
yes.
sister. That's what I thought.
Right.
I never have. No, that's my sister.
That's your sister. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So in that, for you to say you didn't realize that. So when did you go to Catholic school?
6th.
Oh, so you're but I think that's good for you because like I said, I've heard some people say that, and I've heard some people say like, no, that's my half sibling or that's my whole. I'm like, no, that's your sibling. It doesn't matter if it's a quarter, like you have some DNA that makes you siblings, and that's that. So let me get in the comments. We have Donald Bender Jr. said, hey sis. Tasia said, def a rebel. I can't wait to get into that. I don't know. We ain't gotta go deep, but no, because you were in the comments with Tasia, so she gotta be in the comments with you. So you saying second oldest, I'm the second oldest. You're second oldest of both sides. So I feel like so being the second oldest to me was always like I almost felt like the black sheep. Like
I am the middle child.
You are the middle child. Listen, I feel like it's gonna be some sibling rivalry in the comments, but once you get going. So I know how it's been for me, but you say you're the middle child. What does that look like for you?
I think I was just misunderstood.
I get that completely.
I was just misunderstood. I mean, I just wanted to have it my way.
I get that.
I don't know. I wanted my mom to trust me. But damn, I did so much stuff. Good.
As a rebel.
Yes. I'm glad I got older. I grew out of.
Listen. So you ain't got to get too in depth. So what does a rebel look like for Sierra growing up? Because I'll say this. I feel like I'm sure that is part of who you are now. I mean, it's made you who you are now. So maybe there's somebody out there who has a rebel child or who was a rebel and is trying to find their way out of that. Because you've grown into a fine woman, okay? A fine queen. So tell me kind of what that looked like without like whatever you want to share, but like, you keep talking about this rebel. I want to know what that means.
like I said and before, I wanted to have my own way. I wanted to do things the way Sierra wanted to do them.
Yes.
If you said yes or if you say no, I say
Yeah.
yes. You say go right, I'm going left. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, my mom she was hard on.
So let's talk about this. You're a mother now.
I am
Mm-hmm.
of four beautiful,
Of four beautiful
beautiful
children.
children.
They are
Thank
beautiful.
you.
I watch like the proud auntie from the outside, so I know. So you being a rebel growing up, how is that, like, how has that maybe helped you or as a mother now? Your oldest is how old?
She's 16.
16. So I'm sure I mean, she seems like she's very.
She is the better part of me.
Okay.
She is the angelic
Okay.
Sierra.
She
She,
seems like that
she
too.
is.
So tell me how, with you saying like I was a rebel, I wanted to do my own thing, I was misunderstood, like how has that kind of shaped you into the mother that you are now?
I talk to my kids.
Mm.
I communicate with them
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I let my kids express themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too big on whooping,
Mm-hmm. I get
and
it.
disciplining, because kids have a voice
Mm-hmm.
too.
Mm-hmm.
And now in this day and age, it's rough,
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be up close and personal with your
Yeah.
kids. You have to know what's going on,
Yeah.
with them mentally,
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that was a big part, maybe with me growing up. I just wanted my mom to hear me out on some things,
For sure.
and
For
let
sure.
me do some things. I know what I'm doing, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Just trust me with this.
Yeah.
I may mess up, I may have to get a whooping sometimes, all the
It's
time,
okay. I
but
was the one who probably got the most whoopings out of all my
yeah,
siblings. So
yeah. So now that I'm a mother, I have my oldest baby, and she's definitely the better half, and then I have my second oldest, and she's my personality. So she's Sierra,
yeah.
times I'd say like three.
So Sierra Junior, like when you were younger, times
Yeah,
three.
she's like times
So
three. Yeah.
how is that? Because they say like, you always hear your parents like I like say like, oh, when you get kids, like I hope
Mhm.
they. So how is that now that you have somebody that might match your fly a little bit? Because I
Mhm.
get it. Because my
Mhm.
daughter, I think both my kids about the same. They be testing my gangster all the
Mhm.
time, and I'm like,
Mhm.
it's me. It's like literally my reflection. So
Exactly.
how does that feel, or how does that play out in your life, having somebody who you're like,
Listen.
wow, that's exactly how I was.
Right. And sometimes no, I don't even be like that. I Sometimes I have to ask like, was I like this? You know what I'm saying? Like I have to
I
question myself
get
like, was I really like this? But again, I listen to my kids,
Mm-hmm.
I
And
don't you really you have to just listen.
you
You know what I'm
do.
saying?
I
That's
do
and that's
agree.
huge. That's
Mm-hmm.
huge. You have to listen to your kids.
Yeah.
And don't always be against them, redirect them instead
Mm.
of punishing them
Yeah.
sometimes. Let them know what they're doing wrong and why they're being punished. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I totally agree with that because I've learned so much as like were raised two-parent household, like
Mhm.
definitely we're disciplined. Like I said, I got the most whooping, so
Mhm.
I get it. But like learning certain things in this day and age and understanding mental health more and things, and it's like even disciplining in a more like you don't always have to whip them, like,
Right,
and
right.
talk to them, and
Mhm.
like even like learning how to
Right.
apologize because
Yes.
parents are
Yes.
not always right. So
Yes.
it's definitely, I think our generation has learned how to
Mhm.
kind of do a little bit more healthy disciplining.
Mhm.
And
Right.
I do believe that it's important to talk to your
Right.
kids. So for
Mhm.
you to say, like, that's something I realized I maybe didn't get growing up, like
Mhm.
as much as I wish I would have. And you're
Mhm.
doing that for your children. And
Mhm.
how do you feel like it's played out so far with your children, like how they react with interact with you? Because like I said, from what I see is like they absolutely adore you,
Mhm.
you adore them, and you
Mhm.
have great relationships. So like how has that kind of shaped them as at least your the two oldest? Like, how has it shaped them into the young women you feel like they are now?
I feel it gives them more confidence,
Mm-hmm.
in their actions.
Mm-hmm.
Situations sometimes that they have at school, how they deal with them. So I know that,
Mm-hmm.
it's working,
Yeah.
and that they're learning, because of how they deal with it,
Yeah.
and like I said, the confidence, in my kids, their chin is always up,
Always
always
up.
up. You know what I'm
Always
saying?
up.
So, yeah, their actions through my kids.
I love
Little
it.
love letters here and there. And
Yes.
sometimes I even ask my kids, like, am I doing this right? How do
Oh,
you feel
I
about
feel
me
you. I
as their
totally,
mother? You know what I'm saying?
I
I
do that
ask
too.
them, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? What can I do, better? If there's something that's bothering them, with me, how can I
Mm-hmm.
fix it? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
I talk to my
I love it. I love it. And it like is almost confirmation for me. Like, see, you're doing okay. Like I do like every few, especially, and we'll get into it being a mom. What did you call it? A mom
mom manure.
mom manure. Like now that I'm that too,
right.
it's like sometimes I feel like, okay, am I still there for you enough? Like, what do you need from me?
Right.
Like, how can I be a better mom? Like, I'm always asking that. And I like feel like they're gonna appreciate that. They like you have older girls, so I'm sure you're seeing like they appreciate being able to feel safe with you and coming to you and knowing that mom does care about our feelings. Because I believe that right now, like our generation, younger generation, needs that so much. So oh, it's so beautiful to hear you say that and ask like you said, just even asking like, what can I do? Like, how can I be a better mom to you?
Don't feel like you always right,
yeah,
because you the parent.
yes,
That's not
facts,
the case.
facts,
That's your
yes,
kids.
yes. So I hope somebody else out there, some moms, dads, like talk to your kids, ask them questions, ask them how they're feeling, because it's so important. They need to know that they can feel safe, because not all kids feel safe with being able to talk to their parents. So that's good that you're doing that. So I want to go back to this family of yours, because you guys are a tight knit family from what I see. So I know Tasia shared her, which I just realized she had another comment in here. She said she didn't become the middle child until Neek came. She definitely acts the part though. So tell me about this family from your perspective of you guys like close knit family. So how is that for you? How is that close family of yours?
We just the shit.
Yeah, I say what you gotta say. I can agree to that.
No, I love it.
Yes.
We very tight. We're always there for each other. It's always somebody that you can go to.
Yeah.
The support is just strong.
I see it. I feel it.
Yeah.
I be feeling it.
And you don't get that too much. You don't see that too much nowadays.
Especially in Black families.
Right. We still go, we kick it with each other, we go on vacations, and you know what I'm saying? We still do all of that. We still keep our kids together, our kids are close.
Yes.
Act like they can't get enough of each other.
Yes.
And it's not like that nowadays.
It's not.
More like families be against each other,
Yeah.
I'm just happy we get it. We got it.
Yes.
And it's going good,
Listen, I always tell y'all, I'm like part of the family from the outside. Feel like, look at my distant cousin. Swear. And you definitely can feel that. Like, I swear, whenever I see you guys at some type of event or something, it's a whole group of you. Like, and I love that, because like I do believe that, like, even your sisterhood with your sister relationships, like those are important. And like being able to say, like, yeah, I have my friends, but I have this group of sisters that when one steps, we all step. And so tell me how you're like, how it is as sisters, and you all are, most of you are in businesses and entrepreneurs and stuff. So how is that relationship, and how has that probably maybe molded you and helped you to be the woman you are today?
Well, I do have a bomb older sister.
Who is that?
Kenya
Kenya. Shout out to we trying to get. Listen, I'm trying to get all the sisters out here. Kenya, you will be next eventually.
Yeah, she is gone. I kind of watched her do it all. I mean, from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like because I'm the second oldest, so I definitely watched her do it all. And something as I got older, you have to. You have your little own thing going on. You want to do your own, have your own little life. Live your own little life. But eventually, you'll come out of that. You know what I'm saying? And she showed us the way. And started following behind her. So to have a role model, someone to show you is important, kind of cleared my vision,
I get it. Asia. She said, hey, ladies. Hello. Asia, always in the comments. So, so my big sister, Devonna, I shout her out often. And I definitely can relate to, like, she kind of paved the way for a lot, even just like, I always say, like, she was the trial and error child kind of, and I was right behind her, so we kind of were in it together. But just watching her grow, and even as she's now a businesswoman, and she's been in the community, and the way she talks and speaks, yes, so she definitely has inspired me in so many ways. So I can totally relate to where you're like, listen, she paved the way. Like after we were out here acting buck wild, we're like, okay, we can follow Kenya now.
Right. It's time to tighten up.
Yes. Yeah. So tell me what support system means to you. Like we talked about, you have a great foundation of a support system. So how is that, like, how has having that been for you?
I can always go to my family for anything. Advice, some words, a laugh, cry, just that support, like for everything. I don't have to really look outside of my circle. I have someone there for business. I have someone there for housing, rental. I have this for anything. My brothers and Tasia with the exercising. I'm trying to
listen, I know. I was literally just thinking about that today too. I was like, Tasia and them probably think I was just capping. I'm coming to work out, y'all. I really
I'm coming.
Just give us some time.
A little motivation to get me on the health track. The support for that. You need support for everything. Like I was just watching with your last. And I remember her saying, like, it takes a village.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
It really takes a village for everything.
Yeah. Janessa. Was that Janessa? Yeah. I just had Janessa or Camille. Both of them might have said it because they're both friends too.
True,
yes, it is.
It really takes a village.
Facts. Even, and I've been seeing this meme going around, like how adults need a village too. And I was like, if that ain't the truth, like that is so true. I honestly might think we need a village more now than ever, because we are trying to figure this out. Like, and like when you have the right support system, I believe, like, it's not lonely at this top. And you guys are all so driven, and it's like being able to have those people that it's like, because growing a business, I know from like, it's hard. It's so hard in so many ways. And I think, and I'll speak to like even the personal, just your feelings, like, am I doing this right? And why am I doing this? Like, who the heck told me to do this? And being able to say, like, I have these business minded people, I have this support system that I can lean on, that I can cry on. So we'll get into business, because I'm like, I always like to say, this isn't a business podcast, but most of the women on my podcast have been in business in some way. I think all of us are just bosses in our own way. But did you start business maybe being inspired by your sister and your family, or is this something you always wanted to do?
I always wanted to have a kids boutique, because I like to dress. So and it was very, I don't know, I'm always on the highway, and I see different things, and it was selective here. You know what I'm saying? So I always I wanted something different.
Yeah.
It started actually in my senior year of high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when I knew that's what I wanted to do. Maybe
Okay.
not my main focus, but
Yeah.
I knew somewhere down the line I wanted a kids boutique.
Nice.
I really didn't start to plan it out and everything until I was working at the daycare with my
Mm-hmm.
sister,
Mm-hmm.
and a business opportunity. There was a business program, the business accelerator
Yep.
program
Okay.
for
Mm-hmm.
Bridgeway.
Mm-hmm.
So I signed up for that,
Okay.
and that's where I kind of took off.
I love it.
Yeah.
So go ahead and brag real quick. Let me get in the comments real quick. Tasha said, come on now, when we were talking about support in the village. And Asia said, woo, yes, shout out to my village. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about this boutique, because I know you did have a storefront for a little bit last year.
Yes, I did.
So go ahead and tell
Okay.
me just about the boutique, or
So,
tell them, because I know a little bit something.
right, it was a pop up.
Mm-hmm.
I did a pop up for several months downtown to get a feel of how business would be if
Mm-hmm.
I wanted a storefront. And it was really well. It
Okay.
did. It went really well. I learned a lot of things of being down there.
Yes.
Um, a
Mhm.
lot of
Mhm.
things. And when my time was up there, I kind of went back to the vision board,
Okay.
which is where I'm at now.
Okay.
Because I wanted to be bigger and
Mhm.
better, switch a couple things,
Mhm.
because what I thought I knew, I
You
didn't,
did not.
I didn't know, but now I
Yes.
know now,
Yeah.
so, and, with being a business owner or entrepreneur, you constantly have to go back to the vision board.
Facts.
So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
So tell me what your actual boutique, like the name, the like what are you right now selling anything, or are you
I do and I don't.
okay? So what is your business? What is the business first and for?
Star Kids Boutique.
Okay.
I offer kids clothing from 0 to 12,
Okay.
boys and girls. That's what it was.
Mhm.
So I'm now in this
Transition.
transition. But yeah, I housed everything for infants to 12 years old, accessories, clothing, yeah,
Okay.
shoes, everything.
And you were selling women's clothes.
Women's clothing, I did start
Okay.
because I learned a lot of people come in, you don't have clothes, in my size. And I went to a trade show.
Okay.
And when you go to the trade shows, it was just like, my man was like, you need to do more than kids' clothes. Like, it's too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's too much money.
It's too much money,
So
especially with the female clothing.
yeah, so you need to think about expanding, and that's where I was.
Right.
So now I
Okay.
went from kids, so now I want a family
Yeah.
boutique.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's where I'm at now. So not Star Kids Boutique, but Stars Boutique.
Okay.
Yes.
Start. And
Mhm.
I definitely I was gonna wear my
Yes.
sweatsuit, but I gotta
Yes.
come shop. Well, I can't wait to shop more, but I definitely bought my comfy sweatsuit. I still have.
Yes.
Okay. I almost wear it tonight, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna dress up because I know Sierra gonna come. So let's talk about fashion a little bit, because like I said, you're like one of my slay sisters. I'm so inspired by your fashion
Thank
sense.
you.
You are very free spirited in your fashion sense.
Mm.
So when did you find this love for fashion, and tell me like how that's kind of helped you as a woman, because I do believe fashion plays a big part in our daily life as
Mhm.
women.
Oh, my mom and my daddy get down.
Okay, yes, your mom. First of all, let me tell you, your mom and my mom are somehow always in the same store at the same time.
Listen, yes, you definitely can catch my mom
Yeah.
in the middle. Okay, and we ain't gonna sleep on house either. Okay, but yes, it's in my genes.
Yes.
That's where I think I started to be more outspoken
Mm.
with my clothing and the way I dressed.
Okay.
I would say probably like the second, maybe first second year of college.
Okay.
Um,
thought you was about to say second grade. I was like, go ahead then.
maybe first. You see,
Okay.
when I was younger, I could remember my mom trying to put things on me, and I don't want to wear that. You know what I'm saying? I was wearing this stuff, going to school crying and stuff. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
I know. Especially if they put you in a matching outfit with your
Right,
sisters. Yeah.
right.
So your second year of college. So
Mhm.
what made you kind of be like, okay, I'm gonna just kind of wear what I want, or like get creative, or like what did that look like for you to say like, okay, what was the change that you did with your
My
style?
atmosphere.
Okay.
I went to school with IUP.
Okay.
Um, so there's from everywhere. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I don't know the way I think I was dressing with the urban wear and things, like that.
Yes.
I don't know. I felt basic. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like
there's nothing basic about
there's
you
nothing basic about me.
at
You know what I'm
all.
saying? And I felt like
Yes.
I was dressed like everybody else,
Yeah.
and that's not me. That's
Yeah.
not me. Um, and I don't know. When you go to college, you kind of live in, and you're on your own. So you start to feel yourself out. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Your person starts to develop.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And that's what happened. My person started developing.
Yes.
Hmm.
So when you say your person started developing, what did that look like? Like in just a sense of who you are. So
Hmm.
before, I guess I want to ask, like, before that happened in college, like, what were you more reserved,
Hmm.
or just like kind of, not, I don't want to say following the crowd, but kind
Hmm.
of, I guess that's the only main, like, because you said like I used to dress urban, like, and I'm like, I'm not, like, what did that look like beforehand to get you to the point of I'm now, this is who I really
Um,
am?
I would say I was curious and kind of timid at the same
Okay.
time.
I can't even believe you're
Yeah,
saying timid.
no, seriously, kind
Wow.
of a little bit growing, younger in my younger years. I
Mhm.
kind of felt like just a teeny bit of me kind of cared about people's
Mhm.
opinion. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Um, yeah, but as I got older, it
She's
it
like, I don't even want to go back that
it
far.
definitely changed. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes.
don't want to go
No.
back that far, but
Yeah.
yeah, you become a nonchalant, very nonchalant,
Yeah.
and I think that was always in me. I was
Mm.
just kind of scared to bring it out a little bit,
Yeah.
but I've always been very outspoken.
Mhm. Mhm.
I showed I didn't care. I
Hey.
didn't care. I didn't give a damn. So yeah.
And I get what you're saying, because like I always say, like, I was always an outgoing person, like,
Mhm.
and this free spirit person, but I was also really insecure. Like, I
Mhm.
always cared what, like, okay, what does somebody think about me? And it wasn't until I got older, for me it was when I had my daughter. But like you're saying, like in college, that's kind of where you're like, you had your aha
Mm.
moment, like, no, I'm really about to like live out
Yes,
loud for
yes,
myself and
yes.
who I am, and you're going to take it and leave it.
Mhm.
So like, tell me, like, let's talk about confidence,
Yes.
because this is Divinely Crown's all about
Mhm.
that. So what does confidence look like you? Because I hear, like, from what I'm hearing is you just got your confidence to be who you are.
Mhm.
So what does that look like for you, and how did you kind of find that?
Um, like I said, not giving a damn what nobody think.
And I remember, I will
Yes.
say, in the comments with your sister,
Listen,
you were
yeah.
like, we don't care.
Because it seems like when you do, it holds you back. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And you
Mhm.
shouldn't be living your life thinking about what someone else thinks.
Yeah.
I wasn't put here for that.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
real.
saying? This is not that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I love you.
I am very overly confident.
Mhm.
And it does, like, I don't know. I don't know. It just came. I don't know if it with age or as it gets worse. But I am definitely over the hill.
Yeah, and
When
I
it comes to
listen.
confidence,
I love
yeah.
it. And I love it so much. Like I said, that's why I had to get you on here because I'm like, she
Mhm.
is. Even though I know you were a little nervous, but like your spirit, you just are this free spirit.
Yeah,
Like
just always
I love it.
Sierra, chin up. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Even when there's down times,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just always remaining, your having your head held
Yeah.
high. You know what I mean? Through anything.
Yeah.
And that's important.
It is.
As a woman,
It
that's
is.
very important. And you can't tell me nothing if hair not done. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sweats on. I am still hurt. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
I
Because
love
it's inside.
it
I
here.
am still hurt.
Yes.
So, and it has to
Yes.
come from inside.
Inside
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Yeah.
Facts. I love it.
Yeah.
Hold on, we have some comments. I Miss King. I don't want to get your for. Is it Angenique? Do you know? Okay, Angie. I was like, I don't want to get that wrong. She said, yes, Miss Starkist Boutique Fashionista Sierra Williams. Amadelia said, we put the red tape on our own mouths. Dang, that's deep. And then Tasia, she put the hand heart. I love it. I love it so much. So let's talk a little bit more about style because I definitely want to get into that more with you because that's who you are. So like tell me, like what would you say your style is? Or if you have a style, like what would you say like you like to like go for?
I'm kind of all around the board.
Mm-hmm.
I like the sneakers,
Mm-hmm.
and I love the heels.
Mm-hmm.
I like comfortable. You know who my style I kind of like on the same verge of.
Aisha.
Who is that?
Your sister knows who's it. She's an influencer.
um, no,
So
listen, what's her name? What is Tiana
Tiana.
Taylor? Okay,
Yes.
kind of
Yes.
the
She can
voice,
do a little bit of
anything.
everything.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And that's kind of,
I love that.
I'm very versatile. You
Very
know what I'm saying? I
versatile.
look like a tomboy. You know what I'm saying? And be very comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And in my jeans, and
Yes.
I'll throw on a tight fit dress, and feel good.
Yes.
I'm just kind of like a
All
all around.
around.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it looks good, if I think it looks good, I'm
Period.
going to put it on.
Listen, every time I see you look good, okay?
Thank
Tasia, she said she knows who she is when I said Aisha. You know who she is. You have to, because Tasia knows who she is too. She's an influencer. And she said Tiana is everything. She definitely is everything.
She is.
Yes. So what does like fashion mean to you?
Just being able to express yourself through different things, through your clothing, having your clothing speak for, how you feeling that day. You know what I'm saying? How you're feeling overall, speaking with your clothes.
Yes. I definitely agree with that for sure. I've said like so fashion became I've always loved fashion always, but like I said, I was insecure. So actually through the journey of even just growing Divinely Crowned, I've tried to find I've been trying to find my voice, and I always call it my therapy. Like fashion is my therapy. I love like people ask like what your hobbies are. I can spend all day like on Pinterest and on Instagram just looking at people's clothing, like and their styles and like I just love that stuff, and I just think it is like art. It's such a great form of art.
It is, and then it's kind of hard also. Well, being in the fashion industry, because you're not just picking things for yourself.
Yes. Yes.
It's so hard.
I believe it.
It is. Because you don't like, and that's when I said when I was downtown, I learned a lot of things. Like my target customer. My target customer definitely changed. You just, I don't know, you learn so much with fashion.
Yeah.
Fashion can be a lot of things.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it can.
All the things are involved.
Yes.
Fashion,
and it's not just
dress.
yeah, and I believe it's not just like a beauty thing. It's like it's like I said, it's like art, and it's like how some people communicate through their fashion, and that's where their voice comes from. So yes,
Right.
you're right. It
Right.
plays there's so many different levels and
Right.
layers to fashion,
Be
which
so quiet, but your clothing can be so
loud.
loud. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
Yes.
I love it. I love this
Yes.
conversation. I didn't even expect to go this way, but I love it. So when you were downtown, I'll never
Mhm.
forget you were downtown, and we
Mhm.
don't have to get like all deep, but you kind of were like, wow, like kind of a culture shock, even just maybe how your customers were. So
Mhm.
tell me how that experience was working downtown State Street, because in Erie, because
Mhm.
I noticed people gonna listen to this. I have to remember that I'm not just talking like, and people in Erie are gonna see this. People
Mhm.
all over the world gonna hear
Right.
about
I
this.
know that's
Okay,
right.
so tell
We
me
got the people in the
how.
back. We
Okay,
about to have a whole
yes.
studio audience out
Speak
here,
it into
right?
existence. It's coming. That's why I told Sierra before we started. I said, listen, I'm just getting y'all ready for when you really
Right.
start
We
blowing
about to
up.
have what you say, girl? Okay. I know that's it. Yeah. About to have a whole
I love
audience
you.
in
Listen, we
here.
gonna look
Yes,
back at
Davina.
these videos, and man, but tell me how that was for you, that experience of working, having a business downtown, and maybe like the culture,
Mhm.
and you said even like your target audience kind
Mhm.
of changed. So tell me how that was for you.
Um, it was a big change because what I was selling,
Mm-hmm.
I should say some of the things because I have a different varieties, but most of the things that I was selling wasn't selling
Mm-hmm.
downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Location is important for
Mm.
a business.
Mm-hmm.
And with going downtown, there's no price tags downtown.
Mm.
Okay. There's no budget to the crowd downtown. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's when I kind of played, went back to the vision board. So
Mm-hmm.
location is very
Okay.
important. And what you're selling has to match the location,
Mm-hmm.
and some of my earnings, I think, my profit put a bump in my profit because I I didn't have, what
What?
the
Mm-hmm.
downtown people was looking for.
Yeah.
I do believe that I was priced too low.
Oh wow.
You know,
Okay.
I remember a customer like $11. Like a customer was even surprised that I had a sale down there. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it was kind of like, yeah, your location matters. It
Okay.
matters, where you are,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah. And then the culture, like you said, the like cultural.
I want to get more into that, because I'll tell you, I remember the day I came in to see
Mhm.
you,
Mhm.
and you were like, I think you had a rough customer,
Mm. I think I
and
remember this.
yeah,
Mm.
and you were like, oh my god, I
Yep.
had to be like my customer service. And I'm not, and I don't say this just for that specific thing,
Right.
but as a
Business period.
businesswoman,
Yeah.
not even just a businesswoman, I'll say for you said I was a rebel, I don't
It's
care.
hard. It's hard.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's still hard to
Mm-hmm.
this day. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? It's so easy to be negative,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard to be humble at times.
Mm-hmm.
That humble pie sometimes is very nasty. You
Don't
hear
let your
me?
friend Deontay get out
Woo!
here, because he don't even like that word. But
Woo!
elaborate on what you mean by that, because you, like you said, like as we grow, we do have to put away certain ways of how we react to
Mhm.
certain things.
Mhm.
And so for you to say it's hard, like I get it. And you being somebody who is so strong
I
and,
could
and
not. Ooh.
powerful in who you are, and you're like, this is me, I don't care. How do you find the balance of maybe being like, this is me, I don't give a crap, whatever,
Mhm.
whatever, but also knowing you have to maybe connect with certain people that
Mhm.
might not mesh well with you when it
Right.
comes, especially as a businesswoman,
Right.
or somebody who's going to be in the community more and doing
Mm-hmm.
certain things. So how are you figuring that out? Because you
Mm-hmm.
said I'm still learning. So
Mm-hmm.
like
Right, right.
what have you kind of done to kind of work through that time?
Um, because where I want to go, and my plans for my future is bigger than that one person. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Um, I got goals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I I don't plan to be where I'm at
Mm-hmm.
in 3 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And one person, or even a few, is not bigger than Star Kids Boutique. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you have to think it's not sometimes, a lot of times you
Mm-hmm.
have to think like, I have things to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And there may be some going on with you that is bigger than, I don't know. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
just that one person is nothing,
Yeah.
and you have to learn to be more. I put in my head that the customer is right. I have to say it like the customer is right. The
Even
customer is
though
right. I
that
hear
ain't
my
always
sister in the
true, but
back of
I
my
get
head
what
like
you're
that.
saying.
The customer is right all the time. The customer, you know what I'm saying? So I have to.
Yeah.
I really have to think. I have to just calm. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? This is just a test.
Yeah.
This is not forever. This is a 2 seconds, and I
Oh,
probably
that's
never see
good.
this person again in my life. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? So, and a lot of times in business, people remember how you made them feel. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So even if you were mad, honey, have a good day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
God bless you.
God
Don't
bless
let
you,
the
baby.
door hit
Yes,
you.
Nancy.
Yeah.
Right? Get out of here. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
for sure.
But yeah, you just can't let the negativity get to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to keep pushing forward. Like I said, my goals and my plans are bigger than that one person, or
Yeah.
them few little people that come through. She still spent her money.
Exactly. I still got your
I
coins.
still got
Thank
your
you.
coins. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
So I want to shift. You obviously are in a relationship and you're very vocal and loud. So what does as you're in your journey of being a businesswoman, being a mom, what does that look like to have a partner who seems to support you and is like y'all travel together, like it looks like you two are like best
Mhm.
friends. So how is that, having like a partner who seems to support you so much?
It's very important because that's who you're around all the
Mhm.
time, most of the time. And me being a mom of four,
Mhm.
and sometimes, I'll be on the clock sometimes, but for the most part, I'm a stay at homer.
Mhm.
And to have that support, that motivation. I mean, I can remember so many times, y'all, when I'd be like, I'm broke, or he used to always come in to see what you do with the business today, or how the business going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes even though I didn't want it, I wanted to be lazy or whatever, I still had that kick,
Mhm.
to do better, to get the motivation to
Yeah.
get back into the boutique. So it's very important because you don't want somebody around you trying to build and they holding you back. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
energy is everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you want to be happy with what you're doing. You
Yeah.
want everyone around you, to be happy and to bring that type of energy. So yes, I love it. And he's always with me,
Yes,
supporting
I
me. Yes,
see. Yes, I see. And I love
yes.
and I
It's great.
and
It's
I
great.
it's
It's
great. I
great,
love
y'all.
it.
It's great. For real. It's
Listen,
great.
I I pray one day. Janessa was just on here the other day just talking about how her husband is just her best friend and her
Mm.
support. And I know, like, people, like, for me, I'm single and I'm like, people are like, just
Yeah.
be patient, whatever. I get it. But it is awesome to see, even just as a Black couple, you
Mhm.
guys able to grow together and have that motivation on those days where
Mhm.
you don't feel like being
Mhm.
you're on your best, and
Yeah.
having that person to lift you up, I think, is a beautiful thing. So
Yes, because it wasn't always like that.
listen.
Yes. So let me tell you.
Listen,
I appreciate it.
Yes.
For him.
Oh,
Yes, I
I
do.
love it. No, I get
Yes,
it.
I do. I know I'm a hard person sometimes to deal with.
You want to
I'm
apologize to him on it?
I'm sorry, Daddy. I know I'm hard to deal with sometimes, but I thank you for always being there for me and the kids and always putting that
Oh,
big ink in my step.
I love it.
I love you for that, Mr. Craig Cook.
I love it. I love it. Shout out to Craig Cook. We have Cook Jacqueline. She says glory. And then she said true. Who is that?
That's my mama.
Your mama-in-law. I figured. So mom-in-law, you jumped on just in time. Then we have Nikki Cook. She said, I love it. So look at, she's Jackie. She said, that's so sweet. So even having his family as a support, how is that? Because let's be honest, that doesn't always happen.
That doesn't always happen.
And I also want to say this. There's a lot of time I've even seen people like, oh, don't get close to the family, which I hate that, to be honest. I don't like you should be able to get close to your significant other's family, but what is it like having that relationship with even his family that, they obviously in the comments like, yes, we love Sierra. So how is that having that?
Well, when you are in a relationship, you build relationship with, his family or her family. So the relationship that you have with your significant other is different from the relationship that you have, with the family.
Yeah, for sure.
So you build bonds and it's great.
Yeah.
To have the support of the bonus,
the
bonus family.
Yes.
It feels good.
That's good.
To have the support of both, because it's clutch.
Yeah. I do. Yes, I do. I saw you just were traveling or something and it looked like you had
yeah, we went to New Orleans.
Yes. I love it. It looked like it. We have Darylyn. Hi, boo. She said, hey, ladies. So you travel a lot.
I try.
You look like you try. I mean, you travel more than me.
Even if it's just 20, 30 minutes away.
Listen, and you take your kids a lot. So how is that? Did you travel a lot growing up?
Yes.
Okay.
I could say yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So how important is that? Okay. How much? Would you say?
I said my mom
definitely had you on the road. So how does that play a role? Because I do believe traveling is very important for not just you having with your children, but just you alone. And I tell myself that's on my goals for this year is to travel more. So like, how important is it for you to travel? I know you said you're getting ready to move out, but like out of Erie or possibly or whatever you got going on, But how important is that living here all your life to be able to travel and even travel with your children?
There's more to life than Erie. You gotta get out. You gotta get out of Erie. You gotta get out of here. And you have to show your kids that. You know what I'm saying? You have to show your kids that there's 50 states. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to be here. You don't have to just stay here.
Yeah.
You get up and go. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be looking at me like that. I know you're talking to me. I know.
Because there's different things that different cities and states provide. You know?
Yeah.
So you get out and explore the world with your kids. I know. It's a lot. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot. But
you be having the squad with you.
We didn't have some memories together. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I definitely recommend if you could get at least once, twice a week, y'all.
She said once, twice a week.
I be trying. Listen, one of my things is I love baked goods.
Okay.
I love to eat.
Me too.
I love to eat.
That's why we need to get in the gym with your sibling.
I do. Probably be on one of the machines with a bag of potato chips, with something. But I love to eat. I do, and I try to travel as much
Okay.
as I can. And my companion, he's the same
The
way. You know what I'm
same.
saying? When I met
Yes.
him, he traveled more than me.
Okay.
So yeah, we try to as much as we can. And being at home, listen, I have a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old,
Yes, I'm going to talk about that too.
11-year-old, and a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
And my 1 and 2-year-old are like twins.
Twins.
Okay.
I
And
see.
it is a lot. I mean, it is so much. And you have to get some I still don't think I get enough.
I feel you.
Being a mom is a 24/19 job. I'm so
Really
serious. It
is.
never
And
stops.
God bless you for back-to-back babies.
Yes.
How is that? Because first of all, let me just say we cannot forget about baby Craig,
Oh
because
my
baby Craig is
gosh.
my whole nephew
Oh,
out
yes,
here.
he is. Listen.
He's literally like you.
Listen, he really is. He really
So
is.
how do you deal with being a mom of a 1 and 2, and then you said a 14 and a 16-year-old? So
1,
we're gonna go
2,
back to
11,
motherhood.
and 16. Yes.
Yeah. So
Um,
how do you deal with that? And what advice can you give another mother who might be where you're at? And even as we can go back to business, but also just in general, like, you look like you do it effortlessly. Okay. And I know that's
thank
from the
you.
outside looking in. But like, what is something maybe you can share with another mother who may have young children and even older children that, kind of get you through, when it gets tough to be a mom?
um, I smoke a lot of weed.
This is called real, honest, open, and transparent conversations for a reason.
Weed, a lot of prayer, y'all. A lot of weed,
a lot of weed and a lot of prayer. Say what you gotta say. See?
No, y'all, you gotta pray.
Yeah.
You gotta pray.
Okay.
You have to pray. I'm serious.
Yeah.
And you have to have a lot of patience.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing comes like, talking to your kids.
Mm-hmm.
My family let me know when I'm acting crazy.
Oh.
They do. They definitely let me know. And my man is a great father. He is. He is a good father. And I know everybody's not in the same situation, but I do have a lot of support if I do need a break or if I'm getting frustrated. You got to take time for yourself.
You do.
You do. And I'm still learning that because I do sit in the house like, just call me Miss Doubtfire. You know what I'm saying? I sit in the house and clean.
Oh, listen, I get it.
But no, you do. You have to have support. You do. And damn, I feel so bad for somebody, in the same shoes and don't have that type of support. But it takes a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Get some time to yourself.
Yeah.
But my kids they keep me on my toes, and they are so fun.
Yeah, they look like fun. It. That baby Craig. What's your other baby's name? Miracle. Oh my God. They look like twins. And your story, I watch your social media stories and crack up. Especially that baby Craig. Like he's your only. I believe it. I believe it. We have Miss Jackie again. She said her mom is also a sweet lady. Love her. Then she said, OMG, Jesus, touch. I think that was about the weed and the prayer. So you said something to that kind of stood out to me when you said your family tells you when you're acting crazy. So how does that feel?
Sometimes you just want to but sometimes it be funny. And you gotta laugh. And even though I be mad, sometimes you have to laugh.
Yeah.
Don't come in here with that,
I get it.
No.
Yep, I get
You
it.
better go take that out at the job, you know.
I can hear them all
Mom,
saying
they
that.
acting crazy. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
so they let me know.
that's
They
good.
let me know, and I try to,
Try to.
they redirect me, and I try to get it
I
together.
get, and it's not easy. So
Right?
I
It's
get
not,
it. I
and
get it.
and they be taking sometimes this attitude. No, y'all, I'm frustrated. I'm going crazy in my
Yeah,
head.
yeah, I know.
You know.
Yeah.
Don't take it as me being mean all the time, and I tell them that. You know, I'm not
Mhm.
being. I'm not trying to be mean. I don't like to be sounding like I'm nagging all the time. But
Mhm.
damn it, listen here.
Yes.
Listen here, y'all.
Life be life.
Life be life. Life be life.
I listen. I understand, and for you to be able to, and I'm sure it's not all like, because I'll be the first to admit I don't like when people tell me about my dang self. That I gotta go back and reflect. Like,
But that's something that makes you better. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? That's something
yes.
that you have to work
Mhm.
on. You
Mhm.
know, that's a part of communicating. Because when
Yeah.
you're frustrated and so you can't communicate with
Yeah.
nobody like that.
Yep.
You know, so it makes you better.
It does. It does. It even when it's
Constructive
uncomfortable.
criticism.
Constructive. And
Hmm.
sometimes it's not always constructive, but it's
Right.
needed. And that
Right.
is why we are where we
And that's
are.
what it is.
Yes.
Yep.
So I always like to ask the question. You talk about how this is how we grow. I always like to ask the question. So at this age, at this
Hmm.
lovely age of 36, what would you tell young Sierra right now if you could?
Mm. Take your time.
Mm. And why do you say that?
Take your time. I think I was moving too fast
Mm.
before I had it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Damn, it's so much of stuff I would have told myself. Y'all, listen
What
here. I'm
else?
just
What else?
sitting
You
here
don't have
thinking
to
like
listen.
it's so much I would have. Stay in church.
Okay.
Okay, stay
Wow.
in church.
Yeah.
I noticed a lot when I started to go astray.
Mm.
It was when I moved away from the church home.
Okay.
Um, you got to keep God. You got to
Mm-hmm.
keep God in your life.
Mm-hmm.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
Mm.
You have to keep Him first.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, you know what I'm saying. I know what word can I use? I know the outcome. You
Mm.
know, God be speaking to me.
Okay. I believe. I.
It shows in a lot of the things that I
Mm-hmm.
do,
Mm-hmm.
especially when I pray. That's why I be like, people don't believe in God. I believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because anything that I have asked for, I have gotten it.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And I know they say, watch what you pray for. Or even times when I didn't know, what I was praying for or how
Mm-hmm.
to pray, I still got it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So you got to have a relationship with God.
Agreed.
And that's one thing that I try to keep with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too big, like, I'm going to church, but I need to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I need to get back to where I was. And that's one of the things that's, like one of my top priorities. Um, and then everything else gonna follow after that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
one thing, and I know it starts with me, I'm the mother of the
Yeah.
house, you know what I'm saying? So I got to put that out there for
Mm-hmm.
me and my family to get back into church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta take your time. Take
Take
your
your
time.
time.
That's my number one thing though. Take your time.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
listen, time move too fast.
Yeah.
A time move too fast, and tomorrow is
No.
not promised. Take your
Mm-hmm.
time. So
Yeah.
whatever you doing right now, what's the word I want to say? I want to say stable. Um, just take your time.
Just
Take your
take your
time.
time.
You got to take your time.
Yeah. I get that for sure. And I even get the, the divine I love God, and that's definitely my faith as well. So you saying like, putting him first, and whether you go to church or not, like it's all about, for me, I've learned so much that it's about the relationship that you have. Yeah, for me, I agree. Going to church is definitely needed, but like having that relationship, and you saying like, I talk to him, and I hear from him, and I can hear him speak to me, and I definitely agree. And like you said, praying for certain things and getting them, and even when I don't get them, he'll be like, "This is why you didn't get it," or so
why you did,
yes. So I totally agree. And listen, I'm always talking about God. People know, listen, if I want y'all to see him and me before you see me, for real, for real. Let me see people in the comments having church, actually. So Mama Jackie, she said, yes. No, she said, praise God. She said, yes, Lord, true. Praise God. Donald Bennett Jr., he said, preach, sis. And then we have Miss Jackie. Is it Miss Jackie? Is that what you, okay.
Well, no, I call her Mama V.
Mama V. Okay. She said, glory, yes, Lord. We having church in here, aren't we? Yeah, I see.
The cook is the one.
I see. I love it. So yes, you talk about, just slowing down, and like, I think that's important, because I was just watching a TikTok. He said, the guy, he was being like funny. He's like, it's already the middle of December. He said yesterday was just December 2nd. It's already like time is already moving fast. So we need to slow down and just
stay up one night to track it. See if is this time, is this really working? Something got to be going on when we go to sleep.
No, for real. It's really moving too fast, and we have to try to slow down. I know we're in the era of being these hustlers and these bosses and these go-getters, but like we also got to know when to slow down and enjoy life.
Right.
Because like we can look back and like be like, dang, I did all this hard work and I got all these accomplishments, but when did I actually enjoy it? Enjoy the process. Yes, you do. You do. So I think that's good advice for not just the younger you, but even the older you, and so many people out there. So I love this. We've been on here for an hour and 6 minutes. So look at you. I love it. I know.
I was nervous.
I know. Listen, can anybody tell that she was nervous out there? I was like, girl, I ain't worried about you. I am not. And Mama Cook, she said, true. So before I let you go, is that I always like to leave the floor for my queens to promote yourself. Say if I didn't ask a question or something you wish I would have said to you or whatever, the floor, the crown, the chair. I can't wait. When I have mine, it's gonna have like throne chairs, and we just, but we gonna say the throne is yours right now. So you got anything else you want to say? Anything?
First and foremost, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
I love what you do. This is so you.
Oh,
this is definitely you.
Thank you. I love you
for having me and using this platform to do what I'm about to do right now.
Yes.
Promote,
period. Okay. Go off, sis.
I do have be looking for Stars Boutique. I'm kind of going back and forth in my head if I want this location or if I don't. But I will keep y'all posted.
Yes.
We definitely started getting our hands dirty with the trucking.
Okay.
So CCMC trucking.
Yes.
We definitely have some. What else? A lot of things. I don't want to put.
You ain't gotta put too much out there.
Like you said,
listen.
Like you said earlier, I don't get into the spotlight too much. Because I'm kind of in the back scene kind of person. I'm all about action. So
watch out.
Just
watch out. Do they need to follow you anywhere? Like any?
You can find updates on not Star Kids Boutique because the website is under construction, but we do have a Facebook and
Okay.
Instagram page,
Okay.
Star Kids Boutique.
Okay.
You can definitely find some updates. Hit me in my inbox.
Slide in her DMs.
Slides in the DMs.
Yes.
Only for the
I was gonna say only for business. Okay.
I don't want to be unprofessional.
Okay. For business purposes only. No, for real. Only. Yes, respectfully. And we'll put all this in the show notes. To my other guests out there, you can still watch these on my social medias, but I have not uploaded an audio. Listen, pray for a assistant in 2023 for Davina, okay? Because I am doing this all alone, but we will get you in your show notes. We'll get the information for your links and anything that you want people to be able to connect with you so that you can have that on there for sure.
And to anybody who's starting, who's in the middle, who's flourishing right now, keep going, sis.
Yes, keep period. Going. Keep going, keep pushing through. Because it's not easy, but it's beautiful. Yes.
Ain't over yet.
I love it. Well, Sierra, thank you. You did great.
Nice.
Yeah. I love it. Listen, at this point, I'm gonna just be confident in saying that I got you, Queens, when you come on here.
Got you. Yeah. She definitely got you.
Listen.
I was scared, y'all.
Yeah. She was sitting here. We had time before we got in. I was like, I ain't never seen her so quiet in my dang life. I was like, it's okay. She gonna be good. We just gonna let her have her moment. We prayed beforehand and everything. We have Jaleesa in the comments. She said, keep going. And she put hearts. Yes. And Miss Cook, she said, proud of you, Mrs. Cook. Okay. Can I come to the wedding? Just make sure I get invited to the wedding.
You gonna be my DJ.
Okay. Yes. I would love that. Don't get me excited.
You're gonna have famous people there, so you're gonna be.
Yes. Come on. You guys, listen, you saw it here. I'm going to be part of the festivities. Yes. I love it. But before I let you go, I always like to give my flowers to my queen. So I just want you to know, I truly am so inspired by your fashion and your free spirit. Every time I see you, I just love that about you. So I know you, I ain't got to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway, just keep being you. I'm so inspired by you, even just through your children and watching how they are. I'm just like, she just has so much love she's giving to just everybody she's connected to. And I just love to watch it. And I cannot wait to see all the things that you have. And I can't wait to be a part of this wedding now too. So, hey.
I just want to get
yes. See, I told you I was not worried about you. But anyway, so thank you everyone that has tuned in, commented, has watched. And just continue to stay tuned for more of these amazing. I'm having so much fun doing this, guys. Like, I love it. I love it. And then wait, Tasia said Davina is sis. Period. Listen, I'm in the family. I just need to start coming and getting cute with y'all because I'm like, I want to. Who was it that put? I think it was Tasia put her picture when it was a bunch of you guys went out of town and you were in like bathing suits. I don't know if you were there, but she put her picture in.
When I was,
or was it you? I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna just start putting my. That was so funny. Right there on that beat. Listen, I'm gonna start doing that in all the things. I'm like, let me just clip art my stuff in there real quick. We have Jamil Hollingsworth. He said, Queens, hello. And then we have Miss King. She said, great interview, divinely crowned conversations, the best to come, Sierra. Yes. And then Tasia said, I was there. Okay, yes. And it was Sierra. I'm about to put my stuff in there next. Let me get me in a black bathing suit and just add my
stuff. Go ahead. If you want to be on the beach, go ahead, go relive it. Go on and look at that picture, put yourself on that beach.
I love it. And then Tasha said, yes, good job, Queens. Thank you, boo.
Thank you.
Well, yes. So we are going to end this. And just remember, everyone, look out for the information for Sierra when I put it in the show notes. Also, like I said, remember, get your tickets for the soiree. I'm telling y'all, I know Christmas is right around the corner. Bye. Listen, don't miss it because it's gonna be even better than the first one. So buy a Christmas gift of a ticket for somebody today. But yes, so thank you again for watching. And just remember, you are divinely crowned. Bye.